Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. from sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Sheversationalists. It is a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. My name is Caroline Murote, and I am so glad to be having this conversations with you. I hope that you had a good weekend. Mlienda church, mlienda sherehe. What have you guys been up to? Because I've been up to a lot. No, actually, mi sinanga maisha. So my life is practically going to church, having game nights, sessions, alafu nalala. Afu pia simu ikamua kulala na ijamka. So yeah, that's what's happening. And guys, remember the time when wazazi wetu walikuwa natumia. In fact, some of us, our parents didn't have phones growing up. But sijui kama mnakumbuka, if you're a millennial, nakumbuka when phones actually came into the market and people walikuwa natumia hizi Nokia 3310, and you know how prestigious it was for your parent to own a phone. And then sai kila mtu ako na smartphone, lakini hiyo simu ikiharibika mashida. The way your life goes back to scratch. I have experienced one day of being blacked out from my phone, and let me tell you, it is a struggle. It's a struggle. But thank God we're plugged in. Thank God we're here. We're hip and happening here on Power Radio, where you tune in and power up. So let me know what's happening, because I have an exciting show here for you today. We're reflecting, today we're relating, we're talking about everything that has happened this year. We're talking about the here's, the there's, the everywheres. So let me know what you're thinking about what this 3 quarters of 2024 have looked like, because nyinyi wengine niliwaambia mwachane na Christmas trees, amtaki kusikia. So the couple of times I've gone online, nimeona wasi washaanza kudecorate, washaanza advertise for Christmas, lakini watu wa duka niki make a mistake niende kwa mall nione Christmas tree, sijui nione tinsel. I'm going to pull those things down. I'm going to pull those things down because people are still trying to meet their New Year's resolutions, and you guys are not listening to me. Y'all need to be listening. Lazima msikize. Like, you guys have to listen to me. But anyways, yes, we've heard the captivating sound of Kato Change and Winyo featuring Suraj, and the first one was Nyoro, and then again Kato Change and Winyo saying Abiro. And yes, sirs from the lakeside, please come and save a sister. Come save a sister, because I've been feeling you guys. I've been feeling you, like mtu akuje aniongeleshe na Kijaluo. Mi nishapotea guys. Nitakuwa na waitia rorasho, niwaambie mnunue kitenge. Are you guys ready? I'm going to set a date. I'm going to tell you guys by next Monday. I'm going to give you guys a date for my wedding. Nyinyi mwanze tu kutayarisha, and then mwanze kutuma requests ndio niwa add kwa wedding. Niwa add kwa invite list, because my wedding is going to be invite only. It's going to be somewhere far, far away. What do you guys think about that? When your relatives have destination weddings and you hamwezi afford, hata hamwezi fikia destination, mnasikianga aje? Nobody has done that to me yet. I don't know why am I anticipating it. Nobody has done that to me. Nobody close to me has done that. You know, I was always a part of the, you know, the posse, the crew, the VIP, the inner circle. Like in my experience, have you ever heard somebody close to you is doing a wedding? You're not on the bridal party, so obviously you have to sort your transport. You don't even know venye mtafika huko. And you're like, kama mtutaki simtuambie. Have you guys ever experienced that? And let me know why people are so stressful during weddings. What is normally wrong with family members during weddings? Achana na bridezilla. Achana na people with impossible budgets. I just mean, like, what happens with relatives when people are getting married? That's like, people are stressing you when you're getting married. I have seen so many my negotiations, zamarurashio, na weddings, sijui, mother-in-law wants what? Oh, it's the mother of the bride, sijui, this uncle said that this should happen. Oh, watu wanasema wedding should not be in Mombasa, it should be in Kitale. Hey, yawa, you guys, ebu let people just be happy. Mi naona Gen Z watakuwa naenda tu kwa AG, wanaelope. Na sijasema mfanye hivyo. Nasema, I feel like it's going to reach a point where people are not actually doing big weddings anymore because of the stress. And sahi everything is expensive. So utafikiria mafuta kupika, sukari, ama sijui flour and deco yenye watu pia, like, they won't even appreciate. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are struggling with. I don't know what's going on in your families, but out here, kumekuwa kubaya. Yeah, let's share with me your wedding experiences when it comes to family. Whether you are the family member who was inside the drama, whether it's your wedding where there was drama, ama you are just outsider looking in and going like, hey, I want to call Mashida. Let me know, let me know. And as the show goes on, I'll be sharing a couple of my stories of drama nimesikia during my rorashio, during weddings and all of this. But in the meantime, let's listen to Lisa O'Donnell saying Jadala and then Igwedete by Brandy Minor featuring Mandy. This is Power Radio.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Keep choosing, stressful, keep putting your best foot forward. Knees locked, cause you're nervous. Are you really deserving? Yawa, 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 miro queda, jadala, jaona, imadwara mio herana.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Back with another one. Let's get it. Nikki wanna wewe na prepare. Baby boy don't leave. Vitu nyingi tumeshare. You my one and only. Oh Mr. Man, mi nataka tu kukuona more Mr. Man. If I give it all I have Mr. Man, utarudi lini mimi nakumiss. I'll be the first one to admit that it's not getting easier. My playlist is still playing your songs. Now that you're gone, I still wanna call once and for all. I can't let you go away. Now that you're gone, I still wanna call once
kama bado sina pete daiga sore maita dhate fika hivi yard basi unipepete kosa si kosa ila kosa kurudia na kama yamepita basi baby na kuahidia atupende mwingine mimi nitakupigania wakileta makahasho mimi nitawachachishia
it's not getting easier. My playlist is still playing your songs. Now that you're gone, I still wanna call once and for all. I can't let you go away. Now that you're gone, I still wanna call once and for all. I can't let you go away. Leo nitakatika tu on my own. Leo nitakaa tu na nikae home. Now that my baby is gone, he's gone.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
So that was Negwedete by Brandy Minor and Mandy. And right before that, we had Jadala, Lisa Adore Noah. What will excite? Nisha Wambia. So I'm quite serious. Be serious. Yeah? Okay, ready. So what's happening? What's going on? SHIF, SHA. Hey. Can I just tell you guys what I'm feeling? Can I just tell you, my Sheversationalists, what's going on? Is that I feel like right now, the country is tired. And these guys are not giving up. And what's his name? Franz Fanon said, I'm going to Google it for you in just a moment, but he said that, to paraphrase, that the oppressors never give freedom to the oppressed. They will never say, basi ni sawa. Let's take back our chains. We're so sorry we oppressed you. Si tumeenda. Uliona wapi? Where did you see that? It's only places like Germany where they completely eliminated the Nazi movement when it comes to the constitution, when it comes to how institutionalized it was, when it comes to the Nazi regime as a form of government. That is one of the spaces in history where that form of oppressive hatred was truly, truly eliminated in history. Yes, there's a couple of crazy people. I'm not saying that there isn't some undercover societies when they're like, oh my God, let's kill the Jews, you know. No, and Sai hatuongelei Israel and Palestine. I'm just talking about, where did you ever see masters, slavers, slave traders, colonizers actually leaving? Kama Kenya, kama mnakuanga mnadhani ati colonizers left, you got something else coming for you. Because the systems are working in their favor. Because when the US, Britain are able to come and observe politics, when they're able to come, when Melinda Gates is able to come and just comes and visits for a week and policies are changed, then you understand that colonizers never left. When you look at what's going on in South Africa, how a white minority is still running the country, despite what we think is what is actually happening. So the oppressors will never give freedom to the oppressed. So it does not matter ati on June 25th, on my birthday, tulienda inje, tukakula tear gas, and that is a historic day that will forever be celebrated in this country as long as we're alive, as long as history is something that is being honored, as far as things that have happened, that have created impact. That day is always going to be remembered. Lakini sai, venye unaona is that these guys are shaking, but they're not letting go. Because why would you try to create a circus of impeaching a deputy president that you're in cahoots with, doing everything, you've done everything he's doing. You did it with your own president when you were deputy president. And yes, Mr. President, sir, we are talking about you. Why would you and your government create a whole circus and then call the public to have public participation so that there can be a semblance of caring, so that it can look like you actually care. And yet you don't do the same for SHIF, which is actually unconstitutional. Now then you can just pass something like that in the middle of the night, pretending like it actually matters. And when it comes to a healthcare system, quality is a defining pillar. If there is no quality in the healthcare system, then you might as well throw the whole thing away. Do you understand? If there's people crying, there's a man who was crying about dialysis, and then SHA, they were like, oh, PSCC, we don't know what happened. And he said, they're literally killing him. And then they said, okay, we're going to make sure that you're given back that kind of money. Okay, and then what about all the other kidney dialysis patients? It's not about let me give an example. It's not about the president serving tea for the basketball team, the football team. Like, that's cute, but what is he not doing? So it's not about you're offering to repay somebody their 9,500 for their kidney dialysis. What about the thousands of patients that need that? And for most kidney dialysis patients, they need at least 2 of those sessions per week. So you're asking these people to give up 20K of their money. And how many Kenyans are actually earning 20K in their salaries if we're looking at the country of Kenya as a whole? It's sad because most Kenyans are actually not earning this amount of money. It's sad that this is bare minimum, and a majority of Kenyans are not making this amount of money in a month, because hand to mouth is bad. Hand to mouth is a reality for a lot of people. So this person is sick. This person, this has nothing to do with their work ethic, has nothing to do with their qualification. And this is where the government comes in, that if it's not something that, we're not talking about your sofas in your house, you want a flat screen TV and Wi-Fi, we're talking about health. Something which it is the government's job to make sure that the people in the country are healthy. You cannot have people who are dying and say that you have a healthy nation. And so you're supposed to set up systems that support the health, the prosperity of the health of the nation. So if you have doctors and interns sleeping on the corridors of the Ministry of Health during protests, you're not paying doctors, you're not paying interns, yet you have doctors to send abroad. And then now you're telling kidney dialysis patients that they're not going to need to cough up a minimum of 20K a week in order to stay alive. Do you care? Do you actually care about your country? So SHIF is a sham. It is actual rubbish. It is nonsense. If you would like public participation, which is our right, then have public participation in things that are relevant. Do not abuse national proceedings. Do not abuse national platforms of democracy and justice for personal games, because Kenyans saw right through you. They're like, you want to impeach him? Mwende nyinyi wote. If you want to impeach this man, live with him, because that's you. You guys are in a marriage. We said that today we're talking about relationships and reflections. So let's take a moment and reflect. You're in a marriage. Ndio we uliruka your former. Now you want to dump your girlfriend. That's your relationship. Msituweke hapo, because you guys played those games together. You used him to get votes za Murima. And now you're like, I don't care about this man anymore, so that you can play games, so that while that circus is happening as a red herring, you can be passing laws and setting up systems which completely go against what it means for you to be a caring government. So I think we're tired, and I think Kenyans are not fools. And tukisema kufa dereva kufa makanga, like genuinely, wote waende. Like, do you understand? It's like going into the house and saying that ukona dume, umenunua dume, and you're just gonna spray the 2 cockroaches in the corner. Like, there's a whole infestation kwa kabati, and then you don't spray. Like, that's what you want Kenyans to do. Like, if you want your deputy to leave, go with him. Otherwise, you sort your things in-house and leave us out of it. And Kenyans have spoken. Kenyans don't want this. Unfortunately, they're still going to vote on this tomorrow, whether they decide to do it via Senate or they decide to do it via MPs. The deputy needs a lot of votes in order for him not to be impeached. But Kenyans have spoken and said that Kenyans are not interested. These are games that are being played. Because if we're talking about tribe, if we're saying that one of the things that he has been accused off is that he's a tribalistic man. Oh my goodness, show me a politician in this country that's not tribalistic. And I'm not justifying it, but the president himself is one of the most tribalistic men in this country, because unlike other people who had hate speech and other people who would really use where they came from as punchlines, he has actually appointed all his friends in positions of power in a way where even if Sai tuseme impeach, there is nothing we can do about everywhere else. He has gotten legitimacy because he has privatized every single section of this country that he could. And he has put his friends there in those places. And these are the conversations we need to be having as Kenyans. If we say that there is freedom of speech, if we say that there is freedom of expression, if we say that the people are, the journalists are watchdogs, we talk about the Fifth Estate, we talk about citizen journalism. It is completely pointless if we cannot practice our freedom of expression and say the truth without having people being thrown into rivers, being abducted. And we're going to talk more about what it looks like to stand in the way of justice right after this music break. And if you guys can't tell that I am upset, I am upset. I'm not okay. I'm not doing good. But we're going to hear from Dave Ndegwa, and he's saying Kairetu, and then Onyi saying Onyi by the only Aroda.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Y'all ready for this one? I took it home. All right. For all my Kairetus in the house. Let my love be your sweater as this world gets colder. Baby, no matter the weather, I'll be holding you forever, forever, forever. Kuna wengi kwenye maji, but you're the only one for me. Kuna wengi kwenye maji, but you're the only one for me. I see. Guided to where, when you're again. Kuna wengi kwenye maji, but you're the only one for me. Kuna wengi kwenye maji, but you're the only one I see. Guided to where, when you're again, guided to where, goro yako
roho ikibanuka, tangu tuwe wadogo litai kuishiruna, njia ishafunguka, hofu utanikumbuka, hata natupa tukigongana dunda dunda da da. Onyi jadalawa yule kijana ya umenipotelea. Onyi jadalawa yule kijana ya kumbuka tukiteseka. Onyi ilalnanade, onyi ilalnanade. Chakreni urapesa, 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 chakreni urapesa.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
So that was Onyi by the only Rosa. Sa nakumbuka venye nimekuwa nikiita Brenda Minor. Sasa nikasema Rosa leo anaitwa Roda. And itabidi mnizoe wase, itabidi mnizoe because mi sijui nitasaidika aje. Anyways, right before that we had Kairetu by Dave Ndegwa, and right before that tulikuwa tunasema Kufo Dereva Kufo Makanga. And my question is, kama we are accusing our deputy of tribalism, si basi the president ajiweke hapo kama number one, aseme mimi ndio niko na makosa more than anybody excessively, yani nime overdo. In fact, if you are jailing people, mi mnitoe kwa hii country, you just export me, mnirushe huko kwa ocean. Because if that is the logic that we are following, you know, 1 + 1 is equals to basi 2 + 2 is equals to 4. Na kama ya Gachagua imekuwa 3 + 3 = 6, hiyo ya Ruto imekuwa 12 × 12, so tuko huko kwa 64. Do you understand? Are you getting? So it actually needs to be ora for ora. Na venye public participation is being abused, I don't appreciate that. But I like the fact that the people have spoken. But I don't like the fact that you're allowing people, you actually set up spaces. Kumbe hizi ballot box zenye watu wanawekanga unga, kumbe mnaweza zitoa when you actually want people to have a voice. Kumbe hazikwangi tu za collect weevils until elections when you're ready to steal votes again. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually surprised. And can our government please stop wasting the people's times? Because we're tired, and sai tunawaonesha ora for ora. And every single week Kenyans are revolting. Like, this is not the Kenya that we've known. This is not the Kenya yenye watu walikuwa na uliwa huko the 90s in the Moi era. May he so rest in peace. Lakini wacha nisikasirishe the revolutionalists. May he so rest. Iyo ingine mjijazie. I don't think that this is a generation of wacha tu tuone kenye wanafanya. No, it's mtueleze kenye mnafanya, na mkitupea an opportunity for us to speak, tutawambia in your faces. Tutawambia in your faces. And so if you just sit down, take a good 1 hour, sit down with the news and just go through all of the news outlets. Achana tu na za gossip, achana na celebrities wetu, na socialites wetu, na cloud chasers wetu. Just give those ones a rest. Kidogo tu tuwape time for them to go and freshen up. Labda they'll come up with something relevant. But if you actually look at what's going on when it comes to justice, when it comes to politics, when it comes to activism, you would realize that people have woken up, and I love it. And a revolution is upon us. Right now, people are waking up. Tulisema tuliamka, but no. As a country, as a nation, as a way of life, we have a new culture where we refuse to be lied to. We refuse to be lied to. Speaking of which, sa mbona mnapiga mrara kebaso? That's sijui anaitwa Gen Z president. Like, what's that? Like, the man has just been exposing hakuna railways, mabarabara mlidanganya, mmejenga hospitali zenye mlilaunch that there's nothing going on. I don't understand. Okay, and then he shows up. He has registered a political party. He has a right just as any other person. And then people who are representatives of the people, government, I'm going to say government, a government that eats its children. Why would you be throwing seats? Why are you inciting violence? Is hate speech no longer against the Constitution? Is violence no longer against the Constitution? Tumezoea lakini hatukubali. Like, do you understand it? It reaches a point where tunasemanga no. It's enough. So, Beatrice Elachi and her friend TJ Kajwang, our MPs, members of parliament, the people's representative. Who are you representing? Who are you representing? Because right now, watu wamechoka, and I don't understand why that would happen in public and they're not arrested. Mbona hawajakuwa abducted? Because they are clearly acting against the rule of law. And I thought that government was very interested in people who are breaking the law, people who are disrupting the peace. But it's on camera. It's on camera. We've heard it. So sasa now, mna impeach mtu mwenye amekuwa akifanya everything that you've been doing all along. And then when somebody else has come to say, give me a chance also, a young man has said, give me a chance. Nyinyi mmefika hapa bila qualifications, at least mimi kuna 1, 2, 3 nimefanya. Hata kama nimefanyia Facebook, TikTok, nyi zenu hakuna kitu mlifanya. You start roads that you never finish. You open schools that don't work. You have a broken university funding system. Schools are not there. People don't have chemistry labs. There is so much more. We could spend 3 years here trying to unpack what is wrong with the systems in this country. And then you think that it's okay to incite wananchi to beat up and throw chairs at somebody who has every right to be standing for a political position. So mmemkasirikia juu anasemanga ukweli ama what's that? I don't actually understand what's going on. And the relationships that the people in positions of power have with common wananchi are very toxic. I think Kenyans have Stockholm syndrome. And I said what I said. We have Stockholm syndrome. Because tell me why. Tell me why mnanyongwa, mnachapwa, mnarushwa jela, mnaibiwa pesa, and then you listen to those same people. And then, Madam Beatrice, we're here fighting for women, upper Sheversations, across the country. There's so many organizations, so many individuals who are fighting for women to have positions of power because we believe that everybody needs the opportunity. So kuna watu wenye, they don't believe that women belong in these positions. Now, after everything we've seen and done, after we say the virtue of a mother, the virtue of a wife, the virtue of a woman, the value, then you're like, piga yeye. What's that? What is that? Are you not ashamed? Woman to woman, you're spoiling it for us. Can you please stop it? Alafu kuna huyo rafiki yako anaitwa nani? Mwenye alirusha hiyo kiti. Dorothy Kitazi. What is that? Like, you guys know how to use social media, but you don't think in the spur of the moment. You don't think in the spur of... We cannot be accusing men of being careless and being callous with our country, and then when you are given positions, you're the same. Si nyinyi wote mnafanana. Anyways, let's give women the same opportunity to mess up as men. We are tired. Honestly, personally, I'm very, very tired. So watu wa Dagoretti North, MP wenu, sijui. Alafu kuna TJ Kajwang. Sir, like, okay, inciting violence. See, hawa ndio watu wanafaa kuwa wanatolewa. These are the same people who are going to be voting against Gachagua tomorrow. But like, how are you legitimate when you've broken the law in public, broad daylight? We've seen it with our eyes. Nothing is happening to you. And then you're still the one voting for another one of your friends. Does that, like, this is not a high school yard. Can you please stop involving us in your personal games? Because the things zenye zinahusu wananchi, it's people like Murote Kebaso that are fighting for those things. The people who are fighting for those things are the people that you're actually attacking. So, sisi, we're tired. And then kuna Kasmel. He had a good 2 months, and then I just want to ask him, sir, so we were out in the streets together, tukakurecord, tukakuweka social media. Why are you meeting up with these awkward people, weird people? Why are you being seen with drug lords and corrupt politicians? Why are you shaking hands with them and smiling in your nice suits? I don't care what you're doing. We all have the freedom to associate. We have the freedom to express ourselves. We have the freedom to network. But why would you be taking photos with them and posting them on social media? I don't get it. Do you know when you want to give somebody the benefit of doubt? You want to say, no, he's just a young man, meeting everybody. Kila mtu anamuzia, inaitwaje? Let's see your manifesto. Unataka nini wewe? Basi wacha niongee. Wacha tuongee. Let's hear what you have to say. You know, maybe he's giving everybody an opportunity to pitch themselves to him because clearly, youth right now is a resource. Right now, youth is a resource. Gen Z ndio kusema sahi, as much as power still lies in the hands of a couple of boomers, a couple of millennials, na wengine wenye hata hatuelewi. But still, the future right now is Gen Z. Sawa, it's okay. But what are you doing, sir? I don't understand it. And I was thinking about it. I've really been reflecting because I think the Casmo who was in the streets during Mandamano is a genuine guy. Like, he's a genuine guy. Lakini sahi, I feel like, you know how we want representation? As a woman, I want to see women. It's very weird when I see a room full of men, when I'm watching a debate and it's full of men and these are representing an industry, they're representing government and there is no women. It's just awkward. You know, see what these men are doing is not relevant. It's not that they cannot represent women adequately, but if women exist, why are they not there? Representation matters. When I'm watching a show, an African show, mi sitaki kuona watu wenye wameweka nywele, you know, za foreign hair. It's fine. We can afford them. And when I'm not fighting you, me hata siwezi afford. Sitawadanganya nasikiangi vibaya. But if I'm watching a show for black girls like me, I want to see girls that look like me. I want to see somebody who's there struggling with their braids. I want to see somebody with their little fro hawk. I want to see somebody with their very short hair. I want to see, and then a couple of people in the weaves. And I want to see diversity. I want to see representation of what women actually look like in this country. When I switch on my screen, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see foreigners and strange people that I cannot relate with if that story is supposed to be about me. I don't want others telling my story when people like myself can tell our own stories. That's what I'm saying. I think Casmo represents a whole generation of people who do not have representation. They do not have role models. I'm not saying that Kazme Lakosawa, he can't think for himself because kuna morara mwenye ameelewa. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, tell me who actually has gotten into these positions of power mwenye hajaruka kichwa. Like, we love Salasia, but he's just such a peculiar human being. And we love him. We love his energy, you know? But he's not necessarily the kind of person you put in a national debate. Why? Because that's not necessarily the kind of representation you want him to give you. You just love his energy and the fact that he's sensible and the fact that he actually speaks for the people. But when you see people like Casmo and you wish somebody like this can be president, you know, for those 2 seconds that we wish that, who is he going to look up to? The people who are gatekeepers, the people who are gatekeeping government, the people who are gatekeeping political power are the ones he's been speaking with. They're the ones he's been speaking to. And the thing is that there is a big hole. It's a big black hole in this country, a big black hole of where do I get? If Mimi kama Caroline Murote, I want to run for president. Mimi kama Caroline Murote, I want to run for governor. Where are the examples? Where are the examples of how do I get there without talking to all the corrupt men that own that sector? How do I get there without selling my soul? How do I get there without getting into deals? Because political power here is in caucuses. You cannot just stand peke yako. You should be able to, but you can't because that's how the systems are set up. So I think this guy is going around talking to everybody, trying to see where he can belong. Lakini shida ni, stop posing with these people. Talk to them in secret. See, you talk in secret. Now usivai hizo suti. Just one day wear a hoodie. Hatutajua ni wewe. Like shuka afro. Brav, jipende, because public image is very important. So please, kama mnapenda Kasmel, send him this video. Just tell him to stop meeting with these people in public. We understand how broken the systems are. We understand how hard it is for a young man to know who to talk to, where to start. So if you actually have political aspirations, stop talking to these people in public. Go and figure out who you're going to follow behind, who you're going to make deals with. Uko nyuma ya tent. The way they decide the decisions for a country. Venye wanaendanga wanakunywa chai. the Railas and the Rutos of this country. Sai Ruto ama Raila unaweza sikia, Uhuru na Raila unaweza sikia their kids are just there hanging out. After all the violence, all the people that have died in the name of their conflict. So you also do what they do. That's how they protect their image. So as honest as you are, honesty does not work when you're dealing with criminals. So don't be that honest. Go and have those meetings in private, because people don't understand that there's no way in. Everywhere kuna gatekeepers. There is no way in. Unajaribu hapa unaambiwa you have to talk to this one. Unajaribu pale unaingia kwa hii ofisi unaambiwa this is the guy to talk to. And those are the men he's been talking to. So if you guys also want to know who is holding power in this country, when you see young people like Morara being supported and being backed by Mother Karua's legal team, then you know who's actually holding power. When you see Casmuel talking to Sonko and drug lords, then you know who's holding power. So in case you're wondering who this country belongs to, aside from the 1%ers, then you understand that that's what it looks like, so that we can have a realistic scope of what does it look like for young people to actually take up space. So and instead of coming together and assisting each other, advising one another, now we pull each other down. That's what's been happening. That is what has been going on. Alafu pale watu wa KCSE exams are looking for new methods of not getting students to cheat. How are they not going to cheat when every single system in this country is cheating? When your parents wanapeana hongo ama wanachukua hongo, watu wa relations venye mlizaliwa, your parents are not together. They are cheating everywhere. And I'm not saying that that's what I want to see. I'm saying that that's what happens. How, like, our children are a reflection of this nation. Am I lying? Show me the lie. So, watu wa education sector, the Department of Education, cube, watachoka. Like, you're actually gonna be so tired. You're gonna be so tired of trying to set up legitimate systems where students don't cheat, because you tell students that education is the key to success. And then you kill them, you burn them, you beat them, you abuse them, you don't give them teachers, you don't pay teachers. And then when teachers kill them, you don't bring those teachers to justice, because that boy that we talked about last week, he's still missing. Nata tuski story yake, the life cycle of that story already died. So how do you expect students not to teach, not to cheat, when you're raising them like animals in the jungle, where it's dog eat dog, where it's survival of the fittest? Until we have a healthy system where quality is a priority, quality education, where it's not dog eat dog, you have quality health, that's when I'm going to care that the government and the Department of Education is trying to curb cheating, and they're looking for a new method. Watachoka. In fact, waendelee kuchoka. Let them be tired. I just want them to be tired to realize that there is no point. Everything is wrong. Everything is upside down. That is what has been happening. That's what has been going on. Unaona leo tutakuwa na time ya udaku. We don't know what the celebrities are doing today and who's cheating on who, because the rain is about to pour, and I'm excited because maybe something new will grow. Maybe something new will grow this time. So guys, continue speaking out, continue rioting, wakiturushia viti, wengine wakichukua picha with that. Like, let's get there somewhere. This new generation, can we get there somewhere? And that's how hard it looks. How hard it looks is us pulling each other down, not realizing that systems are set up against us. That's what's happening out here. So, that has been an interesting conversation. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think. And right now we're going to hear from Fee saying Ruka.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Calligraph Jones in the place. Rabbit. Teamwork. Let's get it.
From outer space, out of this world, we come in peace, tell your master all. We are taking over this place right now. But bring your crew, you can let them know. We in town, they should dress up for the show. We are bringing down this town tonight, oh. In an African party, we stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, hey, hey, hey. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali nipoona juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, kesho jo. Washa nare madem na majali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
Imagine, hivyo ndo muingianga kwa klabu au jasikia tunakula life na adabu na masela sela wana hela umenijazika hiu mase hela ni jui basi tela ni king kaka king of Zamunda tuko ndani na tumedunga kaka clothing wa bado mtumba mina manager tuko tight anajua mini spend thrift meza drinks nimezipanga kama Tetris
in an African party. We stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ruka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washa nare madeni na majali tu. Usijali hali uono juu. Ruka, leo hatulali jo. Mpaka kesho jo. Washa nare madem na majali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
Boo, jagged, yow. I go like boom, 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 boom. Mikono kwa hewa nikifika tu kwa boom, 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 boom. As I be rolling when I be the cruiser, boom, boom. Get out the way. I'm feeling like money today. I'm here to pour it up all over the club. I'm willing to pay, so that's how I plan to go and tap it. Hey y'all, feed what up, let's make it happen. I'm here to get it crackin'. Shoulders are telling me that I'm attractive, cause they be feeling the swag, I'm classic. Call me Papa Jones, and that's it. I'm on
Ruka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washa nare madem na majali tu. Usijali hali uono juu. Ruka, leo hatulali jo. Mpaka kesho jo. Washa nare madem na majali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu. Ruka, oh. Dunda,
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
So that was a Fee featuring Papa Jones, Calligraph himself, and the Rabbit, Sungura King, Kaka, and Wana Ruka. Hey, sasa hivyo ndio tunaruka into the next segment. In my opinion, women should be stay-at-home moms. That's one of you. So it's Monday and we're sharing opinions. Hapa leo tuna reflect on everything. Today's show is all about reflections, and even in my opinion, kuna mtu hapa nje amesema women should be stay-at-home moms. What do you think? I was raised by a teacher. I was raised by a mom who was able to be there when I was leaving school. At some point, she was a teacher at the school where I was going, or rather, I was a student at the school where she was teaching. Yeah, I was a student at the school where she was teaching because she taught first and then kind of kusomea uko. And I don't know, but I feel like having a stay-at-home mom means that maybe a lot of us would experience what I experienced, because I went to a day school system. I didn't do the 844 system. So kila siku natoka, narudi. Every single day I go back home. So mi nilikuwa napata mamangu hapa. Sometimes she used to get home before me. And I had a mom to do whatever it is that moms do in the house. So as much as she was a working lady with a beautiful salary that got me very cute pairs of sneakers and all the colored pens I wanted, I feel like I really enjoyed the nurturing of a mother. And I think for stay-at-home moms who are in a marriage situation, who have a partner, you don't need to be married, but if there's a partner who's actually supporting you, I feel like that is ideal for kids. However, what about the woman? What about her dreams? I was telling somebody yesterday that he was complaining about it was a couple of young guys, and they were complaining about, guy, is he my rich, is he my weddings, is he my nini, is he so much money. So I'm like, sir, first of all, know that men are not sentimental creatures the way women are. Men don't care about aesthetics the way women do. Like, men appreciate aesthetics, but then they don't care about them the way women do. You know, a guy will enter a house and he's like, yeah, kuna kiti, kuna TV, si mimi niko sawa, na kuna anything, no carpet, no meza, no cushions, like unakaa tu ni kama you're in a state of emergency, like you're being chased, like you're in a safe house. And then a woman comes, anakuletea some cushions, some whoopee cushions with different colors, anakuletea some curtains, with some patterns, anakuwekea picha pale and a photo frame, and it looks beautiful. So my thing is this. I feel like men need to understand that they are very visual creatures when it comes to attraction. They're visual creatures when it comes to attraction. Like, a wedding really matters to a woman. So walikuwa nasema, me, I don't want sijui my wife to want us to use so much money on our wedding, XYZ. And I said, Basi, then don't date women who want those things. If you're not going to afford a beautiful wedding for your wife to be, the girl that you're going to fall in love with because, they were single, are single, then don't end up with those kinds of people. On the same note, if you as a man would like a stay-at-home wife, don't marry a career woman. Don't marry a girl who wants to be the next Michelle Obama, who wants to be the next Mother Karua, and then try and keep her in the house. I know sometimes you can't help falling in love. Lakini, be realistic is what we're saying. We're saying be realistic about it. Don't force women into positions that you as a man huwezi fanya. Don't force a woman who has the same dreams and aspirations, qualifications and potential like you to do something that you would never be caught doing. As a man, if you're told, give up your job, you're like, hey, alafu tutoe pesa wapi? Na yeye atatoa pesa wapi if she's making the same money? Let's say you're a lawyer at your firm. Our learned friends, you and advocate so-and-so, Madam so-and-so, Miss so-and-so. You guys are earning the same money. You know that this girl is a hot shot. You know that she's a firebrand. You know that she's fire. She's kaboom, kaboom. You understand that she knows what she's doing. She's professional. She's good at her job. You understand that. You've seen it for yourself. You understand why you're at the same position and you give her the same respect that you'd give any other man. Sawa. If you in that position value your money, you want to jenga your kanyumba with that money, you want to buy your plot of land with that money, ama iyo gari with that money, kenye tu una invest kwayo, you want to do that, you take yourself seriously, you need that money, then why would you want your colleague to be out of a job so that she can stay at home to support somebody like you? Would you want that for your colleague if you don't want it for yourself? As somebody who's earning the exact same money in the exact same position with the same respect as your female colleague, as a man, if you wouldn't want anybody to say, "Ai, siwachane na hii kazi ukayange tu home unisaidie," why then would you force this woman into that position? Why pressure this woman into that position? So, in my opinion, women should be stay-at-home wives, should be stay-at-home moms. Do that for people that want that. Kama ni mimi, by the way, mimi siezi mind. Mimi bora tu umenitafutia mic kama hii, unaniletea light kama zenye tunatumia, camera kama hii zenye tunatumia so that you can see me, so that you can hear me. Kamixa kidogo, and then I can continue having my Sheversations from the house. Best believe, I will never tell you anything. Because, me, to have the ability to plan my time, the ability to make my money the way I can make it, the ability to continue creating, the ability to continue having impactful conversations while watching my baby. No stranger is doing any weird things, or I'm in the house with that same stranger who becomes family, because I believe house helps should become family, because otherwise don't be leaving your kids with strangers. That's weird. If you don't trust your house helps, then you shouldn't be leaving your kids with them. That's a conversation for another day. But me, seriously mind, guy, you put me in a beautiful house, give me a small shamba that I don't have to tend. Please hire a gardener or somebody who knows what they're doing. I know nothing about, but I want to come out there and say, these are my nyanyas. Look at my mint. Let's have tea, guys. I have lemongrass. I want to be those bougie mamas having afternoon tea because I can afford it. I have time. For me to be able to make money at my own pace, to make art at my own pace, create impact at my own pace, and still make sure that the floor is clean, people's t-shirts are clean, make sure that food is being eaten, balanced diet, kids are going to sleep on time, my man is taken care of, I wouldn't mind. Lakini usinipate hapa mali niko doing this job that I'm doing, professional with my own dreams, ambitions, standards, alafu unipe maisha yenye staki. Don't do that. Find somebody like me who knows what they want, even in a stay-at-home situation. But don't find a me who has no interest in being at home, who wants to leave the house every day and go out into the industry and make my impact. And then you tell me to do that. Like, for those that want, yes, that's my opinion. What is your opinion? So we are sharing our opinions today. And in my opinion, women should be stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home wives. And that's what we're talking about. That is an opinion sent in by one of you. Let us listen to Nikita Caring and Kimena saying, let you down, and Charisma saying, Sina Noma.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
How's the thing is with you?
Purple silhouette, so I know you can't see me. How long before I'm wishing like a genie? What's the reasonable reason for your hiding? Till last night I heard you calling on your mama. I cannot even vouch for you, I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too, so I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Have you never focused on another? Have you never focused, say brother? Have you ever noticed my hangover? You be driving me loco. Reason I believe in you, pronto. You are the one that was supposed to carry me go. But when I'm in the road, baby, it looks why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. And if I don't love you, not taboo. When you don't love me too. Now I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find a king, and I hope he lets you down,
down, down, down, down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. But I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Call me how many times I'm losing the fight. I've been ready to die, falling into you. Now ain't getting what took you couldn't me. Showing on a file, I was into you. So now when you're gone and you're noticing, there was a diamond you didn't see. I've been shining my way out of your darkness. That's why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too, so I erase my matching tattoos, cause I put them on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. But I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Oxygen mix.
Another day, another crisis. Keyboard warrior still typing. Mini lava siku hizi spendi fighting. Na maheta hawawezi ntoa timing. Na hata wakinita guide, I know my baby will be by me. Na wakiniseti kwa IG, dawa ya watiaji huwanga silence. Niko sherehe mina vibe, nanyi munani analyze. Who I wonder why, me I'm just tryna catch a wine. We shughulika na your life. Niko sherehe mina vibe, nanyi munani analyze. Who I wonder why, I'm just tryna catch a wine. We shughulika na your life. Cheki zangu zime nice. Don't you disrespect my lover. Sina noma my guy. Tonight I don't want no drama. Sina noma my guy. Chaber dongingero anahero kasianda. Sina noma my guy. Leo ni party hadi mchana. Sina noma my guy. Sherehe na piganga na kikosi. Kwa mfuko pesa haikosi. Mademu wananiitanga kiongozi. Vile mimi hutesanga Nairobi. Sele zimeripoti. Chini tuko kwa magoti. Aki wewe usinirekodi. Kesho nipate mmesha niposti. Niko sherehe mina vibe. Nanyi munani analyze. Who I wonder why, me I'm just tryna catch a wine. We shughulika na your life. Niko sherehe mina vibe. Nanyi munani analyze. Ooh, I wonder why, I'm just tryna catch a wine. We shughulika na your life. Cheki zangu zime nice. Don't you disrespect my lover. Sina noma my guy. Tonight I don't want no drama. Sina noma my guy. Chaber dongingero anahero kasianda. Sina noma my guy. Leo ni party hadi mchana. Sina noma my guy. Sina noma my guy. Sina noma. Sina noma my guy. Sina noma my guy. Chaper dongingero anahero kasianda. Sina noma my guy. Nekakana weri, nekakana weri, nekakana weri. Oh, weri, nekakana weri, nekakana weri, nekakana weri.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Jamani, ways my Jaluo man, because charisma kimba hivyo. Mi napoteanga guys. You guys are losing me soon. Nimewambia next Monday nawapea a wedding date. Nawapea a wedding date, mwanze kutayarisha kitenge alafu muombe. Niombe, and then you guys, you send in your request into our interview. Whoever is attending my wedding, lazima uwe, first of all, you know how to eat vizuri. Si ati unamalizia watu kuku, because kuku itakuwa Waluya, msikie mjipange, mjiweke kwa kategori yenu pale, meza yenu itakuwa special. Do you understand? Alafu this side watu wa mushere na madhufu nitawaekea, nitawatafutia maminji, makarati, mambogas and everything na machapo, because ni kama Wakikuyu wakikosa kuona chapo mahali wanasema kwani nini, you know? I don't know what's going on with like babes from Kisii and Kamba babes. Lakini babes wa Kikuyu kama ni chapo, they're like, ay, chapo is the standard. Adwa Morema, shida inakuanga wapi? Me, I speak for all of us. I speak for the ones that I know. So mkinikasirikia shauri yenu, mi sijui. Nitashinda hapa nikitushit, because guys, why do we drown food? But anyways, nitakuwa na meza ya sijui Wakisi pale mnapendanga nini cause hatujuangi. I feel like we talk about 5 tribes in this country and hao wengine hatujuangi. Mi najua Wakisi wanapenda mandizi, najua Wakamba sijui wanakulanga nini actually, and then nini ingine sasa pale watu wa samaki, and then watu wa makuku na machai, alafu watu wa mamishere na maminji na madhufu. Like that's what I know. Now wengine watu wa coast mnakulanga nini? Mnakulanga nini? Pilau? But it's not like a thing. It's not, no, yenyu inakuanga ile ya kuweka miti kwa pilau. Because what's that? Mna chop wood, alafu mnasema hizi ni spices. Ni spices na kuna mtu anatafuta hiyo material jenge nyumba. You all need to stop joking. But next week, announcement ya harusi. Nitakuwa na wapanga, nitawapea time. Because I'm very realistic and I understand this economy venye imekuwa ikitupeleka. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to come to my wedding. So yeah, nitakuwa na wajenga and Lakeside guys, kama we unapenda Yesu na unajielewa, and you're willing to deal with a woman who's going to ask you why every day of your life, like a 3-year-old baby. Have you guys ever had a 3-year-old baby, 4, 5, 6 to 7? Everything, why? Make the mistake huwafunze kizungu. Why? Every 2 minutes, why? I was one of those why babies. And I had all my questions answered. So I know babies around me are also going to be asking why. Aki, my friends, when you are mesoma, please don't teach your kids English early. Wapeleke shule, when I'm babysitting them, saki kulizwa why. Saki kulizwa why. So you, future husband, kama utaki kulizwa why, mbona umevaa hii shati na kuna hiyo ingine? Why did you, if you're not ready, don't send your interview. But like, yeah, if you have a brother from the lakeside, you have somebody mwenye anajielewa, ata atoke wapi, bora tu akue na hii venye charisma ameniambia hapa, venye Okello Max sings. Do you understand? Then come, you look for me. Everybody's interviewing. I'm interviewing future husband. I'm interviewing guest wa wedding. Mwenye tu sita interview ni pastor. Uyo najua ni nani, and he's gonna officiate. So you guys just prepare yourselves. That was Sin and Norma by Charisma, and we had let you down because bado mnavunjana roho kwinje, and I would talk further about that. Tulikuwa tunasema ati women should be stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home wives, and the question sahi ni, do you decide? Do you really decide wenye wanafanya hiyo kazi, wenye wameifanya? Is it a choice that they made? Ama walifosiwa juu waliona childcare z, ama hizo manani kamzenu zinawaonyesha nannies and childcare people doing weird things to your kids? Or is it because you genuinely desired it? I would really love to hear. So just hit us up at Power Radio or across all social media platforms, or at Caroline Murote. Everywhere, including your diary. You should put me on your diary. Take me out on a date. Sindio? So do you think that guys actually decide to be stay-at-home moms? Do you think that that's something that you desire? No, just think about your sister, think about your mom, think about the things that they say they want to do with their lives. Nobody wants to work. Men don't want to work, women don't want to work. We're forced to. Sisi wenye tumesoma Biblia tuliona venye Adam na Eve, and when we reach heaven mtatujua. I know there's no revenge in heaven, lakini God is a just God. Itabidi atupe kona pale mbinguni, tuwaongeleshe, tuwasalimie kidogo, because why do we need to toil? It's because of the disorder in the world. Ni dhambi, guys. I keep telling you, when the weather is wrong, ni dhambi. Everything is dhambi, because sahi tungekuwa pale uchi naked, the way you were born. Naked. Imagine guys with nothing on. Tukiwa pale playing with lions and animals venye wazungu wanadhani tunaishingi. That's what we'd be doing. No working. So now, if you ask the women around you what they want, even the ones who are stay-at-home moms, ama they're looking for an opportunity to work, ama hata akupata hiyo nafasi ya kusoma, but if they had, labda wangesoma. Wanasemanga wanataka nini? Do most women want to be stay-at-home wives when there's opportunities for education and opportunities for work? I have explained. Mimi unijengee nyumba. Uniweke kwa room iko na space, uninunulie hizi my equipment zenye ninatumia kama kwa hii studio ama beta. Alafu you hire staff to assist me kwa nyumba. Manzemi nikwambia, you will never complain. You will never ask questions. Hautauliza nimeenda wapi. Nitakuwa nakwambia, today I have an appointment. Nitakuwa tunatoka nyumba na appointment. Because if you need your wife, she will be there. Because that's what I want. I just want to be fulfilled. I don't necessarily want to have to leave the house. I believe that if you have a good capital, if you have a foundation money for equipment, and there's so many creative ways. And me, I talk for a living. So watu wa ma podcast mkitaka pale kutu promote na nini, that's what I would do. So my future husband, who needs to be ready to be asked why, also needs to be ready to support my dreams. And that's the problem with this conversation, is that a lot of wives and moms who are somehow pushed into being stay-at-home moms, their dreams die. Because if this woman is an accountant, if this woman is a financial guru, and she cannot do what she has been doing, what she's skilled at doing, what she's qualified to do, and what she has experience doing from home, and then you tell her to do that, you're unwilling to hire childcare, you're unwilling to invest at the expense of your woman's dreams, then it's not okay. It's not okay. That's not fine. So I genuinely believe that it needs to be a personal conversation where nobody is losing entirely, because relationships and building family, you need a lot of compromise. I can't want to have my 4 babies and not want to spend any time at home. because even for the health of the babies, at some point I will need to be there, whether I choose to breastfeed or not. I will need to be there because I gave birth to this child, and sometimes it's healthier when the mother is the one who's around. That is just biology. That is, nobody decided that. But if as a man or as a woman, you feel like women generally, when they give birth, when they become married, wakae tu kwa nyumba and they support this man. Alafu mnakumbuka tukiongelelea land, tukiongelelea wamama wenye wananunua mashamba huku nje without telling their husbands, tukiongelelea those succession issues. What does the Constitution talk about? What does it say about land? Are women inheriting land? Are wives inheriting land? Remember when we talked about your husband can die, your man can die, your boyfriend can die, then this stay-at-home conversation becomes an issue, because are you empowering your woman when she's in the house? Is she empowered? Does she know where money is aside from yamboga na yanyanya? Does she know if some auctioneers were to come saying nini nini, would she know what to do? Or is she better off going out and making money so that she can also invest the money that she's making, so that even if she did decide to be at home at some point on your third baby or on your second baby, then it will be okay, because even if you're never to come back home again, this woman is empowered enough. I believe that women should be stay-at-home wives or stay-at-home moms while being empowered in every other way that the man is empowered, in the sense that let them be a manager of the household. If this is somebody who enjoys working with people, build them a workshop in your yard. Let that be their office. I believe that stay-at-home moms' offices should not just be their kitchen, their bedroom, and their living room. I believe that you should build women who stay home, offices at home, so that now we can diversify our economy. Because right now, Mali tumefika, a lot of the things we need in Kenya need a 2-income household. We need a 2-income setup. So if women will be staying at home against their dreams, against the furtherment of their careers, can we at least have offices kwa nyumba? Let that lady do whatever it is that she does. Na umsaidia atafute job from home. Let her do it from home if you would like, if you believe she's the best person to take care of your children. I believe a mother is always the best person to take care of her kids, but it's not always possible because of easy makazi. But in the same way, fathers also need to be present. So pia kazi, I don't know why I'm working is a good excuse for men not to be present for their families, but I'm working is not good enough for women to be busy so that they can't take care of their families. I don't understand. That is quite a double standard. And as we share these opinions, that's one of the things that we're reflecting about, the double standards we have when it comes to genders and how realistic we need to become. Women and men are not the same. Women and men are not good at the exact same things all the time. However, women are brilliant creatures. And if we limit ourselves to our child-giving ability, that comes at the expense of our families. It comes at the expense of our societies. It's good enough for a mother to be a mother, but that is not all she was created for. It's good enough for a woman to be a wife, but that's not all she was created for. So if you choose to limit yourself to those roles, let it be a choice. However, if you're convicted, if you have passion to do more in life, then please don't settle for that. Fight for, how can I be home? How can I take care of my kids and my home, my family, my husband, while still furthering my dreams? Your kids will thank you. Your husband will thank you. Because imagine ako pale nje, discuss big business ideas with women, and wewe unamuliza, is there too much sugar in your tea? And that's the biggest conversation you have to offer. For some men, that's a turnoff. For some men, wataboeka, have something to offer other than I cooked and I cleaned. That's what I'm saying. And so this conversation about, do women belong in the kitchen? Do they belong at home? And should they stay home once they've given birth, they should just stay home and quit their jobs? I think that that's a very deep conversation where we need to look at, what does it do to the marriage? Some men think that that's what they want until they realize their woman was more interesting when she also had her own stories from work, when she also had her own challenges, when she was constantly solving problems that wasn't poop in the nappies or stains on the white t-shirts. Do you get what I'm saying? So I hope I'm not the only one who thinks about these things. And we are cruising along nicely on this beautiful Monday, quarter number 4 of 2024. How has your year been? How have you been spending your money? Savings in a kaji. How are your spendings looking, guys? I just want to know. I'm not fighting anybody. I'm just, guys, I come in peace. Do you have savings? I'm mnakula cabbage January. Let me know as I spend my money with Tetu Shani and Jobidu.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Just a little bit, yeah.
That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly
just
like
a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit, yeah. Fresh from the fire, fresh like the sea. Bora uhai, c'est la vie. All of these roads lead you to me. Make me spend all my money for peace and quiet mystery. Forbidden fruit is out of reach. I've got a hunch, a certainty. You make me spend all my money. Just a little bit, yeah. A roll of the dice, a slap on the cheek. The thrill of the chase ends in defeat. If we are survivors, then we try harder. Most of my life I've been asleep. Who will I hold? Who will I keep? All of this talk is way too deep. I need to spend all my money. Just a little bit, yeah. 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 That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. That money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite.
Hizi ndio siku tuliota, zile siku tuliomba, zile tulisema siku moja, zile siku tulingoja, zile vitu tumeona, siku ngapi tumeoshwa, mara ngapi tumegongwa, mara ngapi hatukuonwa. But it's over now, sote tume overcome, blessing ina overrun, baraka zinakaa mkupo. Mnataka nidu, na dukile na dukile utadu. I'm in the groove, me, now making the move. Been on the low, now living good. Leveling up forever mood. Hizo siku tulisota. Hizo days back when tukiota. Ona vile sa God amedo. Ona vile ja ame come through. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Twende kazi bro, twende kazi yo. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No stopping us, you already know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Jina yangu naiona ona, na kwa jina la baba baba nitazidi kuchokoza koza. I mean, nimezoea life kunitwado something. Machozi ikikom nitisaya dry gin. Kwani sisi tutangoja mpaka lini? Na deni yangu fast na okote sahi. What it is, what it is, what it is. Nimekam na kikosi to excuse the fatali. Yanayopita hayatoshi. What it is, what it is, what it is. Nimekam na kikosi to excuse the fatali. Yanayopita hayatoshi.
All night, right all day and night. Power Radio.
Maisha ni Raha, HSKE, Namudhoni Drama Queen, as well as Mayonde, letting us know how it should be. Right before that, we had Tetu Shani and Jabdi saying, spend my money. Imagine that's how men should come. They should come to us saying, spend my money. Alafu wachane na sisi. Sindio, like if you're not going to marry us and treat us like the queens that we are, eish. And then we're wondering why people do not want harusi. Why women don't want to be married nowadays. And women are just leaving their marriages and working out because, yay, sahi, kudanganya watu ni ngumu. Lakini no, bado mnadanganyika. Not gonna lie. There's always gonna be a woman that you can lie to. There's always, singesema hivyo, singewambia. Shouldn't be encouraging you. I should not. And niliwauliza at the beginning of Sheversations, I asked you guys, what interesting, weird, and dramatic wedding experiences do you have? Hizi vitu za list za marorashio, za majina zenye hizi marorashio, traditional ceremonies, bride price, dowry, negotiations, all the way up to traditional weddings, whatever it is that they're called in your culture. What dramas do you guys have? Because kitu imenishangaza sana is lists. Hii list ya wedding, aki inakuanga na maneno, inakuanga na drama, and then sometimes if it's not your biological parents who are around wakusimamia, even with the official representation of uncles, because in most cultures the mother and the father don't kuangi wakusema. Normally it's uncles, sometimes from the father side, and if the child maybe didn't have a father, but the father is not in the picture, then the uncles from the mom side, yani the mom of the bride, or the mom of the groom, are the ones who participate in these negotiations. When you ujui my middle name, you don't even know what I got in my exams. You don't know ati ata nilikuwa na date, ata ukumbukangi naishi wapi since I left my mother's house. So we unakuja unaitisha 300k for uncle's committee out of vitu za rurashio kama nani, and you've never seen such money in your life. As a man in his 40s, 50s and 60s, unaitisha watu young 300k for committee ya wanaume, as who, when you've never earned that money and you want kids in their 20s and kids in their 30s to be having that money? Is it not madness? Is that not the kind of thing where people should be institutionalized, where we just lock them up and not explain? You know how you say, no, unajua, you just lock them up and not explain. Is that not mental instability? And where in culture do we get rights to do this to people? Guys, we do a lot when it comes to culture. We say a lot of nonsense in the name of culture. We use the name culture and tradition to justify a lot of rubbish. Culture is dynamic, and the necessity for culture to change is so that it can become progressive. If culture is not progressive, it is not relevant. Every single time you're doing something because of culture, if it is not progressive, it is not relevant. If it is not a matter of giving honor where honor is due, if it is not a matter of blessing where blessings are due, if it is not a matter of going through a process to assist with maturity where it is beneficial, if it is not progressive, it is not relevant. So throw it away. I don't mean this mentality of ukoloni where we are told, no, easy vitu achana nazo, you people are heathens, you people are barbarians, throw away everything. I don't believe in the way we've thrown away our cultures. But some of these traditions that we do, if it is not progressive, kama haikusaidi, and it is not going to help your children, throw it away, because a lot of the things that are being done in the name of culture or tradition are toxic. I had somebody close to me saying that girls should undergo virginity testing because sijui alisoma wapi, somewhere he was inspired and he read that there's uko down south, uko South Africa, uko Eswatini, amongst the Swati people, the people of the Republic of Swaziland, they do that. The Zulu people, they do that. They, 2 fingers, open, let me check if there's a hymen. They don't even know that it's called a hymen, but traditionally they know what they do. And wakipata hapo hakuna blockage, then you are ruined. You are ruined stock. Still using such words for women. And so now this person alisema, wow, let's do that to women. And this person has daughters. So mi nikamuuliza, so now you want your daughters wafungue their legs to a man who is not their husband on their marriage bed, achukue vidole awekwe, because traditionally in some cases it's a man who does that. Like there's somebody, but you see in that culture wanaielewa and they respect it and they accept it. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying wewe mwenye you're not from that culture, ni nani atakuja kuangalia that your daughter is and how do you check if a man is a virgin? Please, can you tell me? In 2024, how do you check if a man is a virgin? And please, don't use my words to passport yourself to go and start a rotation and hoe around. Apana. But I'm going to give you guys time. How do you check if a man is a virgin? If you cannot check if a man is a virgin, you shouldn't be checking if women are virgins. That is complete nonsense. So these are not the things that should be exciting you in the name of tradition. We should be looking at, who am I as a person? Nilizaliwa wapi? My people, what do they celebrate? When it is the beginning of the year, how do my people celebrate? When it is birthdays, when I have come of age as a woman, how do I celebrate? How do I identify myself? Chakula zetu zenye tunakulanga, mtoto akizaliwa anapewanga nini? Anafanyiwa nini wakiwa 6 months, 8 months? Those are the things that we should hold on to. Things which just help us know who we are as a people, because God created us in that way. Actually, no, we were created as Adam and Eve. Sijui wakapanda Tower of Babel. Alafu Mungu akasema wacha tu ni wa confuse. And then culture came. And so people like to say that the reason why culture is not relevant, even for Christians, is because culture came as a form of confusion. Yeah, but it came, right? And now God has enabled us to be born in these cultures, and he gives us purpose. There is a reason why I was born as msichana wa Morema. There is a reason why mimi na relate deeply na madhufu, very deeply. It's a spiritual experience. Kuna reason why mtu kwingine anasikia samaki anaanza tu kuruka, anasikia wow, anasikia you've made my day. Mwingine anaona kuku, anaona food. People's chickens that have nothing to do with them, their mood is improved instantly. Do you understand? There is something beautiful about being born where you are born, being born amongst your people. Like some of these things we do in the name of this is my tribe, this is my culture, this is my tradition, they are let's just throw them away kabisa 100%. So hapo kwa harusi, we are wasting each other's time a lot of the time, and that's the reason why a lot of people right now don't see the value of marriage, because nobody is teaching anybody anything relevant. We're not passing down the important traditions that help the legitimacy of marriage, couples to know each other, to be celebrated. Tunapitisha tu vitu toxic. I like, please stop it, guys. Stop it, and let me know what opinions you have about marriage and everything. You've also had our opinion about women should be stay-at-home wives, stay-at-home moms, which is an opinion that has been sent in. Continue sending in your feedback on whatever it is that you think, whatever it is that you're thinking, whatever it is that we've seen. And because today we are relating, tusha relate sana. Relating, we're reflecting, we've looked at what's been going on. We've seen the relationship of the president, which is deputy, and I said relationships za watu wawili wezi elewa, watu wenye wanajifunika na blanketi moja hatuwezi elewa maneno yao. So can we please keep out? If people want to fart under that blanket, they should not involve us. They want to make babies, they shouldn't involve us. Wanataka kukosana, pack your bags and leave. Do not involve us, because you did not involve us when you got together. You didn't. Tulisema huyu ndio nataka, na tukasema ndio tumekubali, na wakasema wasimamisha pale mbele ya kanisa. Is there anybody who opposes? Na tukaenda pale kwa ballot box tukasema tuko sawa. When they do the banns, the reading of the banns kwa kanisa, when a couple is getting married, a pastor is supposed to ask 3 times, is there anybody who is opposing this union? Labda ulishaoleka, labda uko na watoto watatu and you're lying to people. So you send word to their wife uko mashinani, akuje nao watoto venye wako, hata wasioge, hata wasiwanunulie nguo mpya, wakuje tu venye wamechafuka, wakuje aseme this mzee is my husband. So that's what we did as a nation. You said that this is your deputy, you had a choice to choose, and we said tumekubali, tukikuchagua aingie na wewe, that is your choice. When ndio sasa msitu involve that relationship, msitu involve. Alafu we've looked at the relationship of young people who are looking for positions of power. They're looking for legitimacy. They're looking to be legitimate, because somebody who is a very vocal activist, she's called Dr. Wandia Njoya. She says activism is useless without legitimacy. In that, if you cannot get what you're fighting for to be put down in paper as a policy, then it is just noise. It only goes so far. Do you understand? Kama finance bill hangevotiwa, there's nothing, would have just eaten tear gas for nothing. Sai history ya impeachment, tukisema impeach, and there is no actual legitimate process, then it's just noise. Yes, it's emotions are stirred up. We tell each other what we want, but now we need to put it within the systems. So now we're looking at these young people who have aspirations, going about things seemingly in a right way, like, our Morara Kebaso, and then we have our Casmel who's going about things in an ill-advised way, and you realize that they're just seeking legitimacy. And the relationship between government and those in power, the gatekeepers of the institutions of power, the ruling spaces in this country, is very toxic, because there is no space for young people. You need to come there with your gurus. You need to come with a letter of recommendation. And you need to find who's going to recommend you, who's going to open the door ndio uingize kamgu kamoja before they decide if they want to let the rest of you. Na ukiingia pale unaingia na jina ya mtu mwingine, you cannot represent yourself. That is how toxic the relationship is. And then, of course, every day here on Sheversations, we are talking about the relationship between men and women. And also we talk a lot about the relationship between positions of power, institutions of power, people in positions of power, and women, and the relationships between the government and its people. January tukaona femicide march. Tukaona wamama wamesema stop killing us. Stop killing us. You're killing us and it needs to stop. Wazee pale Jivanjiwa kasimama wakasema, kama utakula KFC yangu, utakula pesa, utakula fare, si ukufe basi. Na aka trend. And women said enough is enough. women said, you can't kill us and it's not okay. So they took to the streets and they marched, and there was a lot of men who were there because femicide is not a woman problem, it's a human problem. We said that about GBV, we've said that about FGM, we've said that about every single issue, that you feed a woman, you feed a nation, you educate a woman, you educate a nation, you free women, you have freed the nation, because that is just that we carry nations. You know, men represent nations, but women carry nations. And I said what I said. Jaribu tu mute all women. Mute them. Put them statue. Cheze. Nini, what do you call this? Mingle statue. And all women were on mute. All women froze. 24 hours. If that was possible, if Mungu anaweza nipea hiyo power nifanye hivyo, I think the world would really be changed, because men would realize we need to stop stepping on women. We need to work together. And when you've been stepped on a lot, you start to fight. And that's why we're seeing a lot of toxicity from a lot of angry women fighting about empowerment the wrong way, women trying to eliminate men because, you know, aura for aura, tit for tat. It would never work. We need to work together. So in January, watu wakasema femicide Z. We don't want that. Alafu our president pia akaambiwa, guy, mbona, why are you sending police to Haiti for what? And he said, I'll do it. And he did it. He did it the other day. I think it was last week. We saw him. Alikuwa ameenda kuwasalimia, and they were singing songs and clapping. And honestly, the stunts are just sickening. I mean, they're working. I'm pretty sure, I hope they're being paid well. They are working. But as a nation, what are we doing? I don't understand what we're doing. Pia, we had floods. At the beginning of this year, we had floods. And why is that relevant? That is relevant because you realize that we don't have systems that make sense. In one of our shows, we've said that climate change affects women more than it affects men. When Nairobi floods, men are not carrying small children. Wenye hawana manyumba. Homeless people. Homeless street families. So because if you're driving, you already know it's stressful when it floods. Aside from traffic, some of your cars can be blown away. Water does not blow people away. They'll go with the water. Watu wa Nduthi mnajua. Nyinyi wa mguu mnakanga tu home juu hamna, otherwise ama you swim. Si ndio? Unfortunately, yeah? So now imagine the mamas that you pass and the kids when you anasemanga, anko nisaidie na 20 bob, anko nunua sweetie, auntie unaweza nisaidia na pesa kidogo sijakula leo. What happens to them when it floods? So compare with a guy and this mama with her 2 kids. Because normally the kids wanakanga, have you ever seen a man begging with his kids? Mi nimeona families. Na mali sijaona a man, like if there's a man, there has to be a woman there. Sijawai ona, by the way, na sichochi. I've never seen. So think about that. Think about how climate change affects women, and how when we talk about power, when we talk about who is in government, it comes down to when it rains, where does the water go? When the dam in Gashie goes and floods uko Madhare, what happens? Why? Kibera, what happens? Why is it happening? Why is the dam overflowing? The roads that are being built with the taxpayers' money. So, you know, when we talk about these things, you realize that it's a 360 thing. Alafu pale Mr. Joey, mwenye alisemekana aliua somebody, aliua a particular lady. And, you know, he was in an apparent relationship with the reporter Jockey Maribe, was found guilty for that particular murder. I still think they set him up. What do you guys think? Missy Jui. And then if we fast forward, because I want to skip some other things, tukafika pale kwa maandamano in the middle of the year. Tukaandamana tukasema finance bill, Ruto must go, Zakayo shuka, sahi tunasema kufa, makanga kufa dereva. Guys, the hashtags are so cute. Maandamano Tuesday, anguka nayo. But when will they actually work? When will public participation work? When will protesting work? When will maandamano work? Let me tell you when they're going to work. All these things that we're doing to fight for our rights are going to work when we don't stop doing them. When we don't get used to it, when we don't pull down young people like Murara Kebaso, when we don't pull down people like Casmuel Makore, when we don't pull down people who are trying, when we actually decide to lift them up, when we honor people like Boniface Mwangi, who has always been out there in the street saying what some of us have only decided to start saying now. People like Dr. Wandia Njoya, who has been saying that this government wants to eat its people, has been saying that the education system is set up to kill children and to raise broken children. When we have the mad women, the market mad women screaming the truth, that the mad people are the ones telling the truth and the people that we listen to are the people killing us. When Beatrice Elachi says, piga yeye, mnaamua kumrushia viti na mkumchapa. After kuandamana, Ruto anatupelekea wheelbarrow pale Eldoret na mnasahau saa mnachapa wenye wana protest because meletewa wheelbarrow. Na hata una kitu ya kuweka kwa hiyo wheelbarrow inakusaidia na nini? So we need to reflect about these things, about the relationship we have with our country and where we are heading. Because I think sahi ni venye wanasemanga when a woman leaves, by the time she's broken up with you, alisha kuacha kitambo ni venye hakuwa ame-actualize. So naona tumefika hapo mali tumeshaanza kupack. We've started packing. If our government and this nation is the man and sisi kama raia, we are the people, we're the woman. We've started packing. Sahi, we've realized that we're in a toxic relationship. And not because there's anything happening sahi. Generally, kila mahali, people are realizing, you're toxic, na I just need a way out. I don't know where to go and what to do, lakini mi nakuacha. I can't be with you forever. And I'm so glad that we have woken up as a country, because in every corner, injustice is not just going to go unspoken about. The life cycle of injustice, kwa news stories, hazitaisha, because the minute one finishes, tutasikia that they are protesting against this. The same way tumezoea kusikia they've killed, they've done. Pia sisi now it's gonna be they've killed, but people have said. They've done, lakini watu pia waka fight. And so now we are meeting our oppressive systems aura for aura. And now we are going to get to a point where we are going to be liberated and have better relationships. And if you don't reflect, if you don't actually think about what our constitution says, if you don't think about why are people being thrown in Tana River, why were there people pale kwa Kwari, why people disappearing, the Kitengela 3, walienda wapi for a whole month, walipitia nini, why is a blogger being raped and sodomized by 12 men? If you don't reflect about these things, then you allow yourself to be in a toxic relationship. And I said it at the beginning that Kenyans have Stockholm syndrome. When we allow ourselves to repeat the patterns of oppression, you as the oppressed, you're oppressing another oppressed person. Unaendelea tu, and the people that benefit are the people in power. Venye sahi Ruto anaweza sema Gachagua aende home, alafu aseme si mimi ni MPs wenu, you and the MPs muamue. He puts his MPs in a weird position because MPs now will be fought by the people, lakini nani alianza hii drama yote? Si ni yeye? Yes, so you start to realize that it's toxic. You start to realize that the person you're in a relationship with is toxic, and you start to realize that you can actually take back your power. And I feel like that moment of realization has come from all of the reflecting we have done, and that was triggered by the amount of injustice yenye happened in 2024, and the fact that during the finance bill protest that happened June, July, and sensitization about them started before that. I think now people have become wamefungua macho, wako masikio ziko hivi. Everybody is what does the law say? What is the procedure? When they call for public participation, people are circulating emails. Let's sign this thing. Let's send this. Let's respond. So that by the time wanaweka system kama SHIF, kama SHA, SHA, unasema, no, it was unconstitutional, so I don't know. And then you start to ask, so how can we petition against this? What needs to happen? And I think it's important for us to continuously reflect, even as women, even as we're fighting for empowerment, to understand that we cannot be empowered within broken systems. We're just going to create more brokenness, even in the empowerment. Because see, once upon a time, Ruto was an oppressed man. He was also oppressed by his own president. We saw it. And now we want him back. Somebody said, my producer said that she wants Uhuru back. Uhuru. Watu wanakuitisha wamesema urudi, lakini guys, like that guy was having, he was always hangover. Like, let him just chill in peace. Mi naona tu alimweka hapo because of his family. Hakuwa anataka kuwa president. Sisemi alifosiwa lakini that guy clearly was just chilling, minding his business. Akajipata kwa ofisi and me, I just want him to be happy. Sai, I want him to be happy. I just want him to live a peaceful life because he was very stressed as a president. Very, very stressed. Like he was not okay. Alikuwa analia. Macho zake zikuwa red. Whether he's crying because of alcohol ama ilikuwa because of the depression that being a Kenyan president put him in and consequences of his own actions, Ali went through a lot. Hata kama hiyo si kizungu. Uliluza, how you doing? You just say went through a lot. Going through a lot. He went through a lot, guys. Lakini sahi watu wanasema anaweza rudi. Ama kama tunaweza tafuta wengine pale wenye wali, you know, our Kibakis, watu warudi kwa hii this place that we're in. If that was a thing, you know, if you guys can bring people back from history, tuende turudisha akina Tomboya, akina the Didan Kimathis, tuwarudishe tu wakuje, tuwaweke hapo kwa government. Ama we bring Jesus venye alichapa watu kwa temple when they were desecrating his father's house and making sure that his church is not a place of business. Venye sahi watu wengine wanatakanga kufanya. I think that would be very interesting. So yeah, we've done our reflections. We have talked about relationships. We've talked about marriage. Tumesema muache kuharass watu in the name of tradition. And we've talked about stay-at-home moms today. And now we are going to hear from Mutoria and Erosh about Mwanake Millennial. And then we're going to call it a day. So...
on your only station, Power Radio.
Mutoria. Hey, taba ujikiri gure todo. Oyo dirono gidi nambere. Mwanake. Millennial. Mwanake kumana sukuru itangiria maya korutako. Mwanake tetio milioni 3 na itangiria mae. Mwanake kumana sukuru itangiria maya korutako. Mwanake tetio milioni 3 na itangiria mae. Naikeiro harambe. Kana heo tenda. Kana endie kidine. Kana endie kidine. Kana hikia modongo. Kana hikia modongo. Kana hikia modongo. Piranio. Mother, Duda wa mwali wakana, Totareire kana. Diyo kana, diyo muhiki. Chokia beselia makoe te karaoke. Na nili kanga, kiaga na matri. Jemo kagera folidi. Naiteiro harambe. Kana heo tenda. Kana edie kidine. Kana edie kidine. Kana hikia modongo. Kana hikia modongo, kana hikia modongo, modongo.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Mwanake millennial amekataa kufanya anything, na hivyo ndio tunakataa kufanya anything until they make things make sense. Mbona wanataka we suffer? They want us to suffer. Why? They want us to suffer for what reason? Mi sielewi. Na kama pia hauelewi, you need to join us on Wednesday so we can continue having more of this Sheversations, same place, same time. My name is Caroline Murote, in case you didn't catch it, but I know you already know. Yeah, already. So calling it a day. Have a beautiful week. Mwah.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
The operation nice and fitty. Roll one up, yeah. Things can get tricky. Napenda komedi na mziki. Kama ni mapenzi then baby, ulinifanyia nini? Cause I really wanna get time to get know ya. Like any time flies, Ntaku treat like I'm supposed to. If you just let me show ya, Ntakupa rest on my chest and my shoulders. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight there. Loving him since then. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight there. Loving him since then.
Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Look at the stars, shining so bright to get your attention. But we're so in love, so magical. I'll never love again. Believe it's planning a future now. And when we make love, you taking all the pain away. Otina timranade, universal love me ani chango atondenate. Pokna yudo machalo kodi ale moni ani bende. Abide Luanda ni Luanda migeno. Okana go pain, okana podi. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable.
So scared to fall in love again, but your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme. usiseme, when you're my everything.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.